Hello friends, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Many of my subscribers have requested me to upload a video on time management, and today's video I am planning to do just that. How many times has it been that we have stood in a queue? Maybe at a temple, maybe at a bus stop, maybe in a doctor's clinic, and we feel that just time has not moved at all and we are just waiting in the same place for ages. And how many times is it that you have spent 7-8 hours with close friends, close family, and by the end of the day we felt that time has passed so quickly, and we didn't know what we did during the whole day and we felt so happy. So what we come to realize is that the time involved is just the same, but our attitude to it is what makes all the difference. Now this video I'm mainly concentrating on working mothers, because being a working mom is not easy. There are deadlines to meet, there is work stress, there is child care to be taken care of, there are family pressures. There are many times when you feel, no, I can't handle it anymore, I'm going to quit my job. There are days when things can go wrong. Of course, there are happy days too, when you feel that you have more money coming in, you feel that you have more friends to meet, you feel that you are having a way to have an outlet for your talents and whatever you have studied, you can put it across. So let us look at various ways how we can manage our time so that our life becomes easier and free. Now for this, what I would like you to do is, first of all, make a note of all the activities you do in a day. When I say all the activities, I mean general activities. I'm not asking you to go into details, because for each person it might vary slightly. So make a list about 12 or 15 activities which you do in a day. For example, getting kids ready for school could be one activity. Getting yourself ready for work. Making meals for the entire house. Cleaning of the house. Dropping the children at school. Or taking time out for your fitness or yoga or taking a walk. These could be examples of the activities which you do in a day. Once you note that down, I would like you to make a kind of a schedule. Let us say you get up at 6:30 every morning and you sleep by 10 at night. So on the left hand side you make a column with half hour slots, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8 and so on till 10 p.m. And on the right hand side you fill in tasks for each slot. For example, 6:30 wake up, 7 o'clock make breakfast, 8 o'clock drop children at school, and so on. Whatever is your activity, for 1 or 2 days you just list it out in a schedule. I will give you sample schedules, you can make out your own schedules also. So because of that you can use that and then establish a routine. Remember, all of us have only 24 hours in a day. How we use these 24 hours to the optimum capacity is left to us. All of us are familiar with the saying, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Now it is not just a saying alone. If you put it into practice, it really works, believe me. So try to get up early. If you say, no ma'am, it's impossible, I cannot get up early, I understand. It cannot happen overnight, but you have to do it over a period of time. Let's say you get up at 6:30 every morning. The next day you set your alarm at 6:15. The following day for 6 o'clock. And the day after that for 5:45, and so on till you reach 5:30, just 1 hour earlier. But this 1 hour, 5:30 to 6:30, which you are getting extra in the morning now, is going to work wonders for you. You will see you have a lot more time to yourself. You are going to feel really fresh. You are not going to feel tired. You are going to feel really fresh. You will be able to have time to freshen up. You will have at least 15 minutes to do your yoga, to maintain your body also, and for other things, personal work also, you will have enough of time. So In the beginning it might be difficult, but once you continue with it for a month, then it becomes a habit and you will be able to do it very easily. So that is one tip which I would like you to try out. Secondly, establish a kids routine also. Whether they are toddlers or school going children, you make a list of their activities morning and evening. I have given you a sample so that you will understand and you can make it according to your family size. Although I said this is mainly for working moms, one point for the stay at home moms. Stay at home moms also, you have your hands full. It's not as if you are doing nothing the whole day. You have children to take care of, you have other family members to take care of, you need to keep the house organized. I would like you also to make a schedule and follow it. Otherwise, when you are a stay at home mom, what happens is, when you have a particular job, you feel, I have the whole day. I'll do it after 4 o'clock. I'll do it say around 6 in the evening. I'll do it after I come back for a walk. And then at the end of the day, you'll find that job was not done and you'll wonder where the time went by. So planning a schedule is very, very important. I've given you sample schedules so you can use them and follow them according to your activities. Now my second point in time management is having time savers. What do I mean by time savers? Choose a specific place near your entry doorway where you are going to arrange all the things which you require before leaving the house. That is your keys, your handbag, children's school bag, children's shoes, and whatever the things they need at the last minute, their lunch box, their water bottles. Have their shoes polished and kept ready. Encourage children to pack their school bags with the timetable arranged. Everything should be done, kept ready the previous night and kept placed near the entry doorway. This way you save a lot of time. There is no last minute running around looking for that pair of white socks, or mummy where is my chart paper, or I have forgotten my Hindi workbook, or where is the lid of this particular lunch box. Such things really take away a lot of your time. So these things have to be done and kept near the entry doorway, even for yourself. You don't have to last minute run around looking where did I keep my keys. Everything, arrange them, keep it near your entry doorway, any specific place, any table or shelf which you have there, so that everything is ready for the morning. This really helps a lot. Now your third useful tip. This is something which I have always done. I always keep a small notebook and pen with me in my handbag. And in this notebook, I jot down whatever things I have to do for the day. That is whatever shopping or groceries I need. Let us say I have run out of coconuts. Then I jot down there I need to buy coconuts. Then anything else, whether maybe somebody's birthday is coming up and you have to buy a birthday gift for somebody. Jot down that you have to call the plumber, or paying of bills. Of course, nowadays you can pay most of the bills online. So make use of those apps, pay those bills online. So your work is also done on time and nothing is pending. And also keep track of your finances. As and when you spend every day, jot it down in that notebook. Don't think that you will do it later on. Jot it down in that notebook and keep that notebook handy, accessible with you anytime, so that you can just make a note of whatever comes up and you can do it for the day. I remember once we were visiting one of my husband's colleagues, and at that time they had very cute school going children at home, maybe second or third standard, and this girl was playing through the evening and then she sat down for her TV serial. And at 9 o'clock in the night, all of a sudden it dawned on her that she had to go to school the next morning. And she said, Mama, my black color chart paper, Mama, my sketch pens, I have to take it to school, I have to complete my project. Sunday, that to night, 9 o'clock, what will this poor mama do? So we have to jot down whatever the children require, keep it ready. Now even when I am doing this video, I have jotted down my points. I prepared and said these are the things which I want to speak on this video. So this making a to-do list always helps in every aspect of your life, especially in time management. Now my tip number 4. Have a meal plan in advance for the full week. This really helps you with your shopping for vegetables and other grocery shopping also. Many people I have seen in the morning they get up, keep the fridge door open, and then start thinking, what shall I make for breakfast this morning? यार lunch में क्या खाओगे? What shall I make for lunch? Don't do this. Again, this is waste of time. So I have done in my earlier meal planning video, I've done a video on meal planning where I have given the different menus which you can use. Now to quickly go through that, see you have three main meals a day. Let's call it as breakfast, lunch and dinner. Especially if you're a working mom, breakfast, lunch and dinner. So you make out a chart for that Monday to Sunday. Okay, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So what are your breakfast items going to be? Say let's say you have idli on Monday. You can have poha on Tuesday, uttapam on Wednesday, and upma on Thursday, and many other things. Whatever bread, dosa, pongal. You cover all the 7 days of the week. Similarly, for lunch and dinner also, make it simple yet nutritious and introduce a lot of variety. It is not necessary you must make elaborate dishes or have 4 5 items. Just 2 items which are nutritious, simple, easy to make, and which can be easily packed in your box. Let me give you one example for 1 or 2 days of the week. Say for Monday, I said breakfast is idli. For lunch in your box, you can take lemon rice. And for night, you can have plain rice, dal, and some vegetable. This is a really wholesome meal. Our Indian vegetarian diet, whether it is South Indian or North Indian, is a very balanced and wholesome meal. Either you can have rice, dal, and sabji, that is vegetable, or you can have roti, dal, and vegetable, which makes it totally wholesome. So this way on Monday, your work is done. So all you have to do in the morning is make your idlis. You have to just put it in the pressure cooker to steam. Make the rice for your lemon rice and you're done for the day. Evening when you come back, you're only going to make plain rice and dal. Now if it is Tuesday, you're going to have poha for breakfast and parathas for lunch. So if your breakfast is very easy, poha, paratha is something which requires little time. So plan it accordingly. One meal should have something which uses less time. If your breakfast is very less time, lunch can be something which requires little more time. And dinner, again you can have rice and rasam and some vegetable. Now you can rotate it. Need not take rice alone every day for lunch. Some days you can have, as I said, Mondays you have taken lemon rice for lunch to office or school for the children. Tuesdays give them parathas in their lunch box. Again give them vegetable pulao on another day in the lunch box so that there is variety. So some days you have lunch rice for lunch and chapatis for dinner. Other days you have chapatis for lunch and rice for dinner. You can rotate it, make it according to your family's likes and dislikes. Have variety, rotate the menu, because otherwise it will seem like a hostel where you know that Monday this is what you're getting on your plate and Tuesday this is what you're getting. So change it. Now for this month it is like this. For next month you just change the days of the week. Let what you had for Thursday, let that become your Monday's menu. That's all. It's as simple as that. So do that. I'll give you a schedule for that also. This way it makes your again time management easy because you have planned what you're going to make. Before you go to bed at night, you know that this is what you're going to do the next morning and things become much easier. Now in keeping with this meal plan for the week, my advice is your weekend, Saturday, Sundays when you have time for other work. So on Sundays you grind idli dosa batter and keep in your fridge. This will come handy for you for the other days of the week to use. Similarly, when you want to make chapatis the following day, roti, chapati, paratha, whatever it is, make the dough and keep it in the fridge overnight. Now this making of the dough, you can even make the dough while watching some show on TV so that both the tasks are done. When you do your grocery shopping or vegetable shopping on Saturdays, that time you clean all the coriander leaves, curry leaves, green chilies, pack them in clean boxes and keep them in the fridge ready. So time is not spent on doing that. Also you can keep potatoes boiled and ready in the fridge for 2 or 3 days. It will come very handy when you want to use it. Stock up curd in the fridge always. You can make raitas, you can make curd rice. Keep paneer in the fridge. You don't have time to cut vegetables and make a sabji. Make a quick sabji using some paneer. I know some friend of mine who used to always keep some cooked dal also in the fridge, so that if she wanted to make or some sambar or something, she needn't waste a lot of time in waiting for the dal to be cooked. This was because she had to leave very early in the mornings, so she would do that. And also you can, especially being vegetarians, since this is a channel where we have only vegetarian meals, we need our source of protein. So for that, always this whole grains like rajma, chana and moong, buy stocks of them, and at least twice a week you soak them overnight so that you can use them next day for any one of the meals. That will also help. Main thing is keep your meals simple and nutritious and have lot of variety. You will feel very happy. Next, my tip number 5, which most of us can relate to, and that is emptying out your handbag once a week. You can do this again during family time or while watching TV. Empty out your handbag, throw away all unnecessary bills which are of no use anymore, throw away old bills. If you have lot of extra coins, keep them aside because unnecessarily you are carrying weight around. Check your pen and notebook, see that your wallet, cosmetics, everything is in order. Especially when mothers with small children, you will have chocolate wrappers, empty biscuit wrappers, throw them all away. Keep your handbag neat with whatever your keys and your cosmetics what you carry. And of course, always have some small biscuit packet or something, because you never know when the children will get hungry or maybe you yourself get hungry. So keep that in your bag and empty it out once a week. This again helps to be clutter free and manage your time. Our next tip on time management: keep your clothing and accessories ready for the next day. Especially working women, decide the night before itself what you are going to wear the next day to office, or if you are working in a college or school, wherever you are working. So keep it ready. Keep your matching dupattas or whatever your pants and tops or kurtis, whatever you wear, keep it ready. Keep the required accessories ready so that you don't have to go around searching in the morning. Keep them ready, keep them ironed, and go smartly dressed. There is no need to be very glamorous, but neat, smart, cleanly ironed clothes for work is always very presentable. Similarly, keep your children's clothing also ready the night before. Their uniforms neatly ironed, whether it is the regular school uniform or the sports uniform on particular days, uniform including their tie, belt, socks, colored ribbons, whatever it is. Keep them all ready the previous night itself. Morning you will have a lot of time for yourself. Now tip number 7, have a routine for children. Let us say the children come home around 3:30 from school. Once they come home, see to it that they have a wash, change their clothes into the day clothes. Don't allow them to stay with their school uniforms for a long time, and give them something to eat. Remember, at 3:30 when they come home ravenously hungry, and this is the time you can keep some cut fruit and nutritious milkshakes, or some sundal, that is which we make with some whole grains which are boiled either with chickpeas or black chana. So these are all protein rich foods, healthy foods which you can give them. They will eat it up without any fuss because they are very hungry at this time. Once they come home, say from 4 to 6, give them time to play. Let it be their play time. Don't immediately push them off to a tuition class or make them sit down with their homework. 4 to 6, allow them to play. 6 o'clock when they come back from play, again let them have a thorough wash, and then 6 to 8 to set aside for the homework time. Of course, that depends on the age of the children. It can be just half an hour, 6 to 6:30, or 6 to 7, or 7:30, or 8. It's a very broad time which I am giving depending on the age of the child. That should be their study time, which is the time when you can do your other work, or if required you can sit with your children. Give that your priority time. Sit with the children, give your personal time to them, help them if they have any questions. And then at 8 o'clock it will be dinner time, when the whole family gathers together. This is the time when we share whatever the child shares what happened at school. maybe an older child shares something else which took place in college. The parents also share something what happened during the day, or somebody visited the house. So this should be family time, which is very important, and this is the time for a lot of interaction, and which creates very good memories for the children later on in life. And next is bedtime. See that children go to bed early. Younger children can go to bed by 8:30, and for older children, let's say by 9 or 9:30, they can go to bed. Again, bedtime, spend some time with the child. Smaller children, talk to them, tell them some stories, some moral value lessons, stories from our mythology, so that they develop good values in life. So this routine is for managing your time so that you give quality time to your children, which is very important. Our next step is learn to say no. No for what? That is your morning time, is your precious time, it is your rush hour. Again, time that you spend with the children when they are doing homework, that is also priority time. There are people who make unnecessary long boring phone calls. You can politely tell them that you will call them later. There is nothing wrong with that, because you want to give the priority time to your children. Secondly, it is not necessary to attend every wedding or every function that you are invited to. Some people make the children take holidays, skip school, and then take them all the way and come back where they are only going to get bored. Yes, you do have to attend family functions and weddings, I understand that. But give it again priority, which are very important. Sometimes if the children's school takes priority, give that priority. It's not necessary to attend everything. You can say a polite no. Then the greatest distractor of our time in today's world is the internet, social media, like Facebook or WhatsApp, all these things. Don't be tempted to check your messages, check your mail half a dozen times a day. Just twice a day you can do it. And don't start your day first thing in the morning, which many people do, is going through the WhatsApp messages, which are mainly forwards, which really don't have much content in them, or looking at mails, and all this eats up a lot of your time. Keep your phone away, finish your work. But ma'am, we have to do it. When to do? Yes, you can do it on your commute to work. That is, if you are not driving, let's say you are taking a bus or a car to work. When you are traveling, check your mail, check your messages. Or when the children have gone to play, have your phone calls with your friends, or whatever your social media you want to do, attend to that. Or when children are asleep. What I am saying is prioritize your morning hours and your quality time with your children. Other times you are free to do what you like. Next tip, use gadgets to your advantage. In today's world, we have got so many gadgets in the kitchen, which are time saving as well as labor saving. Invest your money wisely in them, because they will help you in the long run. For example, if you have a good food processor, all the time spent in chopping vegetables and crying over chopping onions, all that will go away. If you have a good food processor, you can just chop the vegetables in 2 or 3 minutes and be done with it. Invest in a good pressure cooker. It helps you save time in cooking dal or cooking 2 or 3 items together using the separate pans. And also another thing which I really like is my rice cooker, which really helps me a lot in time management. Another thing, learn to combine tasks when you do certain tasks. For example, morning you got up. Now first thing, at least in Indian kitchens, we still continue to boil milk, whereas maybe those living abroad might just take it out of a carton. So let's say the milk is boiling on your gas stove. Don't just stand there looking at the milk. When the milk is boiling, side by side, cut the vegetable. So 2 jobs are done at one time. Milk has boiled, remove it. Next, keep the pressure cooker on that stove so that your rice and dal and maybe the potatoes all get done. Remove that. Okay. And here, once the chopping of vegetables is over, start rolling out the rotis. So by maximum 40 to 45 minutes, your milk is ready for the coffee and tea, And also you have your rice ready for your lunch box to make your lemon rice or tamarind rice or vegetable pulao, whatever. Your rotis have been rolled out and your vegetables are also ready. You do it in a systematic way, you will find you can go through it in a breeze. It is no hassle at all. Now finally, before going to bed, keep your breakfast items ready for the next day. If you are planning to make idli, see that your batter is ready the previous night. Next, keep the children's uniforms ready, keep the clothes ready, keep the lunch boxes and water bottles of the previous day washed and ready. And always do the dishes or put them into the dishwasher before going to bed at night. Finally, do a just 15 minutes speed cleaning of the entire house. Any toys, books strewn here and there, pick them up and keep them in their places. Go to bed by 10, have a good sleep and get up refreshed and relaxed. In all this, you don't have to feel stressed out yourself. You can take the help of others. If you have grandparents staying close by, do take their help also in managing the children when you are going out to work. Most of all, remember, try to be flexible. If on one particular day you are not able to do a job, it doesn't matter. Do it on another day, but that should not become the practice, of course. What I mean is, be flexible with your time, be relaxed, be tension free, because if you get tense, that will again reflect on your attitude towards other members of the family. And don't have any guilt feeling attached. If you are a working mom, don't have guilt feelings that you're not taking care of your children. Or if you decide to be a stay at home mom, that is also equally good. Don't feel guilty that you are not going out and working. This is a very, very personal decision depending on one's circumstances. If possible, as many people do today, try to take a work from home job wherein at least your commuting time is reduced. Even when you work from home, be strict with your working hours and let others not think that they can invade into your working hours. So plan everything and I am sure you'll be able to do everything in a very relaxed manner. And I would like to end this video with my personal motto of ABC. That stands for always be cheerful. Thanks for watching.